Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. So today I flew my race flight rig this morning. I haven't flown that in like a week or more. I've been flying the Franken quad that I built here recently, and it runs beta flight. But my typical favorite flying rigs as of late have been race flight. But I want to fly. I built a new quad. I want to fly that quad and kind of, feel it out, find all of its problems, if there's any, all that kind of stuff. So I decided to fly it for, over a week now. And I was actually really enjoying flying it, but there was just something that just didn't quite feel exactly right, as much fun as it was. But in the same way that something didn't feel exactly right like I wanted, I was noticing that I was doing things with my flying that I hadn't been doing previously, and I was trying to figure out what that was changing. So the other build's got a different lens than typically run. It's not quite as wide. I normally run a 1.8 and it has a 2.5 lens. It has more powerful motors than my other setups, and it's lighter, and it's running beta flight. So putting all those things together, just trying to kind of figure out what is the thing that was making it fly different that I was really enjoying about it. And I really couldn't quite pin it down. So I decided today I'd fly my race flight rig and just see if it still felt as good as I remembered it, because it's been over a week now. And so I flew it in the first pack, and I was like, I don't know. I don't think it does. And what I noticed was I was having trouble staying down lower. That's what I've been enjoying about the Franken quad that I've been flying. I was staying down a lot lower, being a lot tighter to objects and stuff, and I thought maybe it's the lens. But then, I was like, man, maybe not. I don't think that was really the case. But the other thing that I noticed that I hadn't really paid attention to was that my camera angle on my Franken quad is just slightly higher than I'd been running with my race flight rigs. Just slightly. I've been running on those about 10 or 15 degrees, and they've got a real wide lens, so you can go faster and stuff, but you don't have quite that same angle. And then on the Franken quad, it was about 20 to 25 degrees, somewhere around there. And so after flying that first pack, I was like, all right, so let me up my angle here just a smidgen. So I upped the angle just a smidgen, and that seemed to make a huge difference in how I was flying. So I like the really low camera angle because I like the control that you get. I like that you can go a little slower, you can go faster and stuff. But what I found after doing this is that slightly higher angle kind of causes me to stay down lower more, because when you have a lower angle, when you're more level, you give throttle, you go up instead of forward. But when you have a slightly more of an angle, you go more forward than you do up. Now there's a limit to that, of course. If you have a lot of camera tilt, then you get no upward thrust, and I kind of like having some upward thrust. I like to be able to do a little pop-ups over things, and it's harder to do that if you got a really high camera angle. You kind of have to pull back, and it looks different. So yeah, that was kind of what I found when I was doing this. I thought that was kind of interesting. I've got to do a little more experimentation with it, but once I changed that, I was back to the feeling of what I like about race flight. Just the overall feel of race flight feels better. It's more connected. I don't know how to describe it. I set my rates so that the rates were the same. My beta flight setup, I was running default rates and default PIDs, and it flies just fine. I even found the default rates, I really kind of like those. They were slightly faster than the slow rates that I did the other day. I think they're about 670 degrees or so, 667 degrees, somewhere right around there. So I adjusted my, there I'm making kind of a funny face there, rocking out to some music. So I, adjusted my rates so that I was running the same rates and stuff because I wanted to have a good comparison. And I found I definitely like those rates better, and I definitely like having just a slightly more of an increase to my camera angle than I had been previously running. So I'm up to around 20 or 25, and I think that's about the sweet spot for doing freestyle. So I hope you guys enjoyed this little bit of discussion this morning, and hopefully you enjoyed this flying. Um, it was definitely fun. It was a cool morning. The sky was cool looking. The fog on the ground. It was a really cool morning. The temperatures were nice, so I wasn't freezing to death. It was just a great morning. So hopefully you guys have a great day, and hopefully you enjoy this. Let me know what you think. As far as setup and what you found works best for you, and what do you think works best for you. I've got a lot more stuff I want to talk about as far as flying styles and entertainment and all that kind of stuff. I started to do that with this video, but I decided I just want to kind of talk about what I was doing this morning. So you guys have a great day. Go do something inspiring for someone, and I will see you guys in the next video.